It's Christmas Eve morning. Mama's at home, fixing all the good stuff to eat tonight for dinner for our family to come over. This is the one time a year we host for the dinner and everybody to come over and celebrate Christmas. Bo's getting a little chance to come out here in the wood yard, which doesn't happen too often because I don't want to keep him hostage out here for hours and hours and hours. So this is going to be a short little trip. We need firewood at my house. I'm going to do some chucking. And I actually have another firewood, a half of a face cord, which is 4 feet tall by 4 feet long. Y'all should know that by now. In my neighborhood. So I'm going to go ahead and toss firewood in here to basically the top of the rails here. That's basic. It's a little more than a 4 by 4 foot single row stacked half of a face cord amount. Bo's having so much fun. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to add quite a bit more in there on the top just for myself to make it through the next few days, because I have an open fireplace. It is not a wood stove, so it's not efficient at all. I think I've read it's something like 30% efficient or something like that, which is awful. So I go through a ton of wood. But I do love a good hot fire. And so I don't mind if it's 30% efficient, because I want it burning super hot. And it's got a lot of draft, which is lovely for a nice flame, a nice fire. So this is what I'm working with. This is all red oak, but I'll be tossing in there. Not all red oak. I'll be tossing some maple in there too. But anyway, that's what I'm doing this morning. Bo's having such a good time. Look at him. He's having so much fun. You having fun, Bo? Yeah, he's a good boy. Bo is short for gumbo, guys. Yeah, my wife's from Louisiana, New Orleans. And we went to school at LSU. So I've inherited a lot of the culture of the Louisiana people from Lauren. All right, let's get to it. See if y'all can see this big old ant pile over here. In my wood pile. I mean, there is tons and tons of little babies in there. Tons and tons. Look at that. Look at that. Can y'all see that at all? Oh my gosh, it's like the biggest. It's above ground. They have made their nest above ground. I mean, you can kind of see it at the very bottom down here. But look, it's like they're all dormant. I'm going to show you how many. I'm assuming these are fire ants. I mean, there is millions. Some of them have wings on them. Look at this. Look at this. There are so many. So many. And it's just like they're dormant. I mean, I'm thankful they're dormant, because if not, I wouldn't be messing with it right now. But look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah, I mean, they all look, there's a little movement in there. I don't know if fire ants ever go in hibernation. Maybe y'all know. There's just so many. So many. Look at that. That's some good eating for somebody around here. We don't have any anteaters. And Bo wants nothing to do with that, which I don't blame him. Wow, look at that. Oof. It's away from some other red maple there, but they are loving that area. I'm going to continue to remove some of the firewood in there. So hopefully it'll dry out, because it's got sand all over it. Sand, dirt, whatever else. I'll remove some of this stuff. Holy mackerel. That's the mother lode right there. The mother lode of all fire ants. Look at all that dirt, mud. Boy, there. That right there. It is incredible. Wow. Spread it out a little bit if I can over here. Like I said, if they weren't dormant or whatever they are, or dead, I don't know, I would not be messing with this right now. Woo. Wow. Let that kind of dry out a little bit. It's got a lot of sand on it. Oof. Sounds spongy. Spongy, doesn't it? Spongy. Wow, look at that. Stuff at the bottom is just feels like it's been underwater. And yeah, all these guys are just pretty sure they're dead. I don't think they're just sleeping. Like this guy right here, he's not doing anything. Is this what it's like in the winter? You'll see that little fella? You'll see him just hanging out. I think he's just like sleeping or hibernation mode, which I'm thankful for, because I'd probably be dead right now, because there's millions of them. Whew. Okay, that's much better. Now we can move on. Well, get this off the ground a little bit. Get it off the ground. Okay. All right, bud. Let's try to remember why we're here. This is what happens. I just get distracted. The glare is probably awful. Oh, they're so crooked. Crooked. Every time I move that camera, it's so loud. All right. Let's see what this moisture is real quick in this red oak. Split it a little further down just because. Watch out, bud. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Move. Huh? See what we got here, folks. A little bit of red oak here. Kind of see where I didn't split it. %. 17.6. 17.7. See what it's like on the outside. All that dark stuff is right there. 17.8. %, on the outside. The inside is drier than the outside. Craziness. me show y'all what I find real interesting. All right, grab a piece of wood over here. Trying to find a little thicker one if I can, possibly. Y'all know I split really small, so I really don't have much to choose from. Mine are really big. Look at this. This is tiny. This is about as big as I'm gonna find, right? Small stuff. Okay. Get this bark off if I can. If not, oh well. Y'all hear that sound? It's dry wood, right? Dry wood. Alright. I'm gonna split this guy in half. If I can with my dull axe here. Okay. Okay, dry wood. Dry wood, there's one. One more. One more. Okay. Let's see where I'm going. Okay. First piece of red oak. Let's see what we got here. Right in the middle. 16.1. Okay. 16.1 on the end. 14.7 other end. 15.4. 12.1. Okay, I'll give you an idea. That's pretty dry stuff. Pretty dry stuff. This other piece that I split, bark on it. 16.9. Let's come down here. I can't see it, but 18.7 here at the end. 18.5 other end. 17.2 outside. Not gonna be much. Almost 17. That end right there, I don't know if y'all can see it. It's so bad. The glare is just terrible. End right here, I guess it's a little rotten, maybe, possibly. What I have found, and I've split some of this wood just to see the moisture. Some of it's well over 20%. Like, it's super high, especially if it's facing the inside of the other pile, that end, and it's kind of rotten on the end. Super wet. Dry in the middle, but wet on the ends. I don't know if y'all have had that same discovery with your firewood, but some of this red oak, see if I can find a better piece that you can kind of tell that it's a different color on the ends. Let's see here. All right, maybe this one right here. The difference between these two. Also the difference. Come on, the glare is just brutal, man. All right, maybe I'll have to face y'all a different way. It's just not gonna work for me. If it's not gonna work for me, it ain't gonna work for y'all. That's just the way it goes. Okay, see the two different ends here. They were both facing, the ends were facing east. Okay. This is the west side. This is the east side. But it's got a little fungi on the ends of that, all right? This one doesn't. Same piece of wood, red oak. I think this is from a different tree, okay? It is a red oak, a type of red oak. I just don't know which one. You can see the fungi, algae. You can kind of see it throughout that wood. This one you can't. All right, but both dry wood. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna split it. I'm gonna move this over here so y'all can see me a little better. There we go. I think that's a little better. Small splits. All right, let's do the piece that has got a little fungi on it. Make sure, try and get it in the middle if we can. Okay. All right. I think this wood is, I can smell it. It actually smells decent, okay? So it's not totally decomposing or anything, but. Sorry, so there's the split side. And here's the, I'll go ahead and split this. The prettier kind of red oak. It doesn't have the algae on it. That's not in the center. Get this thing in the center. There we go. Close enough. All right. Let's see the, actually I'll keep it here. Let me get the moisture meter real quick. This is the one that's got the algae on it. All right, see that? Those little black spores, dark spores, right here on the end. Okay, right in the middle. 18.5. Let's do kind of that. Let's do the sapwood part. It's 18.7. Okay. Let's do near the end of where that fungi is. It's 18.7. Yeah, so do one more. 18.3. So just give you an idea, that right there versus this. Split piece. 16.2 on the ends. Do this end. 15.5 that end. 16 that end. Let's do it a different way. Let's do it like this. 15.5. 16.2. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. Some of the end pieces that I'm splitting, like that right there, especially the sugary sap layer, has a lot of moisture. Okay, on the very end, but in the center it's dry. On the very end, it has that little bit of moisture to it. All right, we are done chucking the wood in the back of the truck. That's more than a half a face gourd, but some of that's for me in there just to get through Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. I got some hickory over here, y'all. The back of my cab of my truck it has become my work truck now. Look at this, look at all that. That's hickory right there. That's the good stuff. I'm bringing that out, the big guns out, just for Christmas Eve evening. And also maybe Christmas morning, because I know that stuff's gonna burn for a long time. And look at this fella. All right, y'all, remember, it's Raymer wood. It's Raymer wood. Let me make sure I find the perfect size here of firewood. Pretty much, it's Raymer wood. It's just the right size.